G'day guys, Westy here. Welcome back to the channel, High Country Prospecting. Just gotten home from a week away at work. I've got a couple of hours free this afternoon, so I'm going to throw a couple of pans in my waders in the ute and head down the creek for a bit of a look. I've just finished checking out the cattle, making sure everything's alright. So anyway, we'll head up to the ute and get going. It's really not that hard, guys. If you come out the bush here, we all want to enjoy it like you do. Pick up your rubbish and take it home with you. Please. Pretty hard going getting into this spot. Hopefully it's worthwhile. As you can see, I'm up to my nuts in water. It's quite cold too, but so I've made my way down to this big log jam that's in the creek. It's on the bend of a river, on the right hand bend. It's a really sort of sharp, tight bend. I'll just give you guys a bit of a look. So this is the big log jam. And behind that is a whole series of boulders, great big boulders that have caught up. It's on a very sharp right hand bend. So you can imagine this in flood. Water would be hammering over here. Someone even lost a thong. It's floated down and caught up here in this log jam. So as you can see, there's a little hole just down there. Little hole just down in here. I've worked that material before and got some quite nice gold out of it. Piece of tin that's caught up before. And great big rocks. I'll just hop down in there and give you guys a look back up. So yeah, this is standing just the other side of that log jam now. You see how high it is. And these are the big boulders that are caught up behind here. Great big one there. More over here. A couple of sheets of tin. So I'll just continue working this hole here that I've started before. I've brought the yabby pump down today and I've even got the little river sluice, but I'm not sure I will set it up. I've only got a little bit of time left. About an hour and a half before dark, so I might just pan the material. So I'll yabby pump that hole out, pan the material out and see how we go. Let the good times roll. Nice little flake of gold there already. It's just the first pan, it wasn't even a full pan. It's a bit hard to see, there's two nice flakes and then a whole bunch of micros. Heaps of black sand. So I'll snuffer those up and keep going. Better pan, that one. You've got a nice little chunky piece you can feel under your finger there. So there's a few little specks in that pan. That's a nice pan of gold. A lot of it's fairly fine, but there's some bigger sort of bits in amongst it. You guys can pick that up. Some nice bits there, quite nice. You bloody beauty. Sucker those up. Nice little crevice down here, some quite large rocks in it, so I'll just clean that out. Wouldn't have a clue what that is. Not a single bit out of that hole. Wow, what an amazing spot. I've never been here before. Just magic, absolutely magic. Just found this little sort of boil hole area. Well, it's quite a big boil hole. But I'm just going to go back up, grab my pan and a little shovel and just clean that out and see if there's any material. Just see how deep that little hole is. couple of little micro specks in that. It was only off the top layer, so I'm gonna keep digging that hole out a little bit further. Sorry guys, it's hard moving around here in the middle of a waterfall. What a beautiful little spot though. Nice bits out of that pan. Nothing really big, but some gold there. I've just discovered my waders have a big hole in the knee. My boots just filled up with water. It's freezing. The joys of it, eh? That's alright. Wet, cold, raining, doesn't matter. I love doing this. Alright guys, I might call it a day. By the time I go back up and pack up my other little bag and get back to the car, it'll be nearly dark, or it will be dark. So, plus my boot's full of water and it's getting very cold now. I'll just give you guys a quick look at what I got. So, there's not heaps, but there's quite a few nice chunks in there. Also a chunk of lead, a long thin chunk of lead that's been belted up by the creek. From me and Chew, let the good times roll. Cheers guys. So that's the hole back up where I started. Still heaps of material all up through here that I could work. But I thought I'd just go down for an explore, and I'm glad I did. What a spot. Needless to say, I am drenched. Thanks for coming along everyone. I'll post a still photo of what I got at the end. I didn't get much, but it was more just about the journey and having an explore and just having a good look around. So, home time, and thanks again.